Okay, Sistas fans, now that we've gotten the teaser, not the full trailer, remember, we'll get that, 60-second or 90-second trailer at some point in the near future. My guess is around mid-May. You know how they like to save the big trailer for 1 to 2 weeks right before the actual premiere of a new season comes out. What are my first impressions? Like I said, it's only a 30-second teaser, but on the one hand, the trailer looked good, or the teaser looked good. I mean, we got some new characters in there, like Mindy, for example. But, I mean, I think, like they say, with the good comes the bad. For every positive I think might come from season 6, I'm also understandably concerned about the other side of the coin. Okay, we got some new exciting content, but then you also have the fillerish stuff like more Calvin going on about his feelings again. I mean, that was probably one of my biggest gripes about Calvin towards the back half of season 5, where Sabrina's running around desperate to get Maurice out of jail by any means necessary. And whenever her and Calvin were having like a one-on-one session, like, oh yeah, they just got off the phone with Calvin, or Sabrina just got back to her apartment after meeting with Andi, the situation, as you know, was a desperate one and seemingly hopeless given the bail money that they would need to come up with to get him out. And in the midst of all of this, Calvin would try to make the situation about him by, trying to do some psychological warfare on Sabrina in regards to, well, when you go meet with this bio guy, this African dude, make sure that, are you sure that it's just about Maurice, or are you, feeling him out as well? And, what about us and this? It's like, Calvin, this is not the time for that. I mean, your timing is just off. Then when it comes to Danni, hopefully she starts to make better choices next season. At this point, I've said this for a while now, I'm not for her and Preston getting back together, because I think that Tyler just ruined Preston's character by pushing the engagement, not being able to take no for an answer, getting to the point where he's simping like Aaron has. It's just ridiculous. With Karen, here's the one thing. Her in the salon and everything catching fire, I've lost everything. As someone who has known people, whether it be family members, church members, or, heck, even like back in college, knowing people whose family has gone through this due to like natural disasters, house fires and whatnot, I am not poking fun at Karen at all for her salon going up in smoke and whatnot, because that kind of thing is life shattering. What I will say, though, is I hope that some humility comes from this, due to the fact that, in season 5, one of the biggest things I noticed about Karen was she was pretty much like Andi in a sense, pushing everyone away and, acting very standoffish towards damn near everybody. You could argue, well, what about with Zach in the salon? She didn't seem standoffish then. She wanted to go to the back and talk. She wanted to sign the papers. She gave him a hug and everything. I know it sounds like I'm a Karen hater when I say this, but I feel like there's some ulterior motives there. It just didn't seem legit to me. I mean, at first it did, but it's like, I don't know. It just seemed way too, I don't know, staged. Yeah, they're actors, but you know what I mean? In terms of their characters, it felt like a setup. But yeah, I just hope this teaches her the importance of, watch how you talk to people. Like, for example, I don't know how she's going to recover from this. I mean, Pam did say, hey, we do have insurance here, but she's going to need to, find a place to work out of. But to be fair, she does have that $77K Zach gave her or paid her back. I don't know how this is going to work for her employees, though. Like, the shop is destroyed. Like, what is she going to do? Her, employees find work elsewhere? What's that dude's name? Isaiah, the former employee who left and, started his own salon until Pam got that shut down. I wonder if they'll go back and work for him. I don't know. Or, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. But when it comes down to, like, Zach and Fatima, yeah, they are together despite not being together in Zatima. The timeline stuff, I mean, you know how it is. We really can't take it completely seriously. For example, Zatima season 2. Wait, after Madam spooked the heck out of Deja, what's she still doing trying to push up on Zach for? Because in that universe / timeline, the meeting of Madam has not happened yet. Another thing to talk about is the fact that, with the Heather situation, it's funny because Heather was kind of mentioned in passing in Zatima season 2, but never shown neither little Michael. So they'll just have bigger roles in Sistas. But I guess like the more we watch these shows, the more you got to think about what DeVal said in regards to when you watch Zatima. Just imagine that show being the events that Zach and Fatima go through when they're not, on screen in Sisters, which is the safest way to say, hey, we know things kind of don't make sense, but kind of fill in the gaps in your own head and you'll be fine. Andi, I mean, her and Gary, okay, based on like character synopsis and whatnot, this Jordan guy, he's going to show up in the back half of season 6, but the Gary and Andi crap is still going to go on. I mean, seriously, when you watch that trailer and it's like, you make me feel so good, I'm just going to keep trying. I mean, why? It's season 6. Why are these two still a thing? I guess the saving grace is, well, hey, just keep watching and things will get better. We'll find out that Andi will find out Gary ain't crap. He has a whole pregnant fiance on the side. Yeah, but to say that that's going to be the reason that Andi drops him is stupid considering everything else that he's done to her up until this point. I don't know. Then Robin, I don't even know if he's in the season. I honestly do not know. Sabrina, I mean, I know Bio's in this season, so we'll just have to wait and see what's up with her character, but that's about it. Now, what are my impressions? Season 5, I know this sounds bad, but just because season 5 set the bar so low, I'm looking for decent. If season 6 is at least a decent season, I will be satisfied. And that is very horrible to say for a show that is about to have its 6th season, a show that is beyond 100 episodes at this point. And I'm just looking for anything close to acceptable. It's just like, the CW shows like The Flash, when it's like it's been on so long that it's like, okay, somebody take the show out back behind the barn and, shoot it. But to get an episode that's like, wow, mediocre, this is great. But it's just like with The Oval season 4. And look, I could be wrong here, but I got a feeling like when I watch Sister season 6, I'm going to be cheering at every little thing because, wow, this is like 2 points better than a season 5 episode. This is great. So I just feel like season 5 just beat me down so badly. And then with Zatima season 2A being, well, to be honest, disappointing for the most part, despite some good scenes here or there. I think Sister season 6 is like, okay, I think it helped that the show took a decent hiatus as opposed to being gone for only a couple of weeks. Because, yeah, I think this is the first time in quite a while where Sisters has been gone for months. Not just, oh, we're taking a 1-week hiatus. Oh, we'll be back at the top of the new year. No, the show took a well-needed break. There are some people like, oh, I wish the show came back early. Nope, I'm good. Like I said, I was not going to cheerlead or, meme or start a hashtag, bring Sisters back early. Nope. I needed a break. And maybe during these, excuse me, March, April, May, 2.5, 3 months break or whatever it was. I think this is going to help me reacclimate to the series itself and have a good time. That's something I noticed when I was, making a few memes and making some shorts for YouTube and TikTok. When I watch a show when I watch an episode for the first time, it's always with the critical analysis mind of mine. But then when I watch an episode, a while after it's aired, whether it be a few days or a few weeks, that's when I could just let go of the critical thinking and just enjoy it for what it was or what it is and get some laughs in and catch some, one-liners and, body language cues I missed the first time. But that's the thing, though. Usually the episodes are so bad that it overshadows everything else, whether it be the continuity, personality traits not matching up in terms of like, why is this character reacting to a situation the way like Danny would as opposed to how Sabrina usually reacts to this kind of stuff. So we get new characters. I hope we actually move forward in the story. And aside from Zach and Fatima, I hope the other sisters get some substance this season. Yeah, give the sisters some substance. That's what I'm really looking for. This season doesn't have to blow me away. I don't need 10 out of 10s every week. And I don't want to seem like I'm settling, but like I said, season 5 just won't. It won't. if I get like a string of 6 or 7s in terms of scores, that's a win. And it's like I said, it's sad to say it, but that's a win. So with that being said, what were your first impressions of season 6? I've done various videos on season 6 to like a dozen different characters we're getting, different plot points. At this point, we don't have episode titles or synopsis yet. But remember, the closer we get to May 31st, I'm pretty sure that information is going to come out soon enough, and I will cover it as it becomes available. So, with that being said, what do you hope to see in Sistas Season 6? And with that being said, I will catch you in the next one.